Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Holsworth. For those of you that don't know Maren Morris, allow me to introduce you. She's a famous American singer, songwriter, and producer. She's a leader in the country music industry. In October of 2020, she released the song Better Than We Found It. This song encourages Americans to open up their minds and fight for equal rights. It was released about 1 month before the presidential election amidst widespread protests to promote the Black Lives Matter movement. I have the song playing in the background. However, I highly encourage you to pause this presentation and watch the music video. Just search Better Than We Found It on YouTube or click the URL in the video description. For those of you that can't look right now or listen, I'll summarize some of the song's most persuasive messages. The song's lyrics begin with an anecdote about something most of us can relate to, being asked to conform or leave. They then emphasize the importance of taking responsibility for doing the right thing. They feature an open conversation Maren has with herself. She poses the question, what do I need to do in order to be proud of myself? The lyrics then shift from sharing an internal conversation to talking directly with the audience. Finally, the song calls on America to end division to save itself. Though the song itself is powerful, the persuasive influence is made stronger by the music video. The video tells 4 stories. One about a young Mexican immigrant named Gustavo Flores, who is in danger of being deported because of the suspension of the DREAM Act. One about Jade and Emma Rose, 2 high school students who organized a Black Lives Matter protest that drew in more than 10,000 people. One about Vicky and Sam, 2 parents who lost their son because a Nashville police officer shot him down. And one about Maren herself, a new mother who just had a child in a global pandemic. The stories are part of why Maren's song is so persuasive. Multiple studies have proven that narrative messages are more persuasive than non-narrative messages. Factors that influence how persuasive a narrative is are 1, the degree to which the recipient identifies with the narrative's characters, and 2, the degree to which the receiver of the message gets caught up in the story. Let's first talk about how Maren has made herself relatable. Because of her fame, many already know her. She uses her Instagram stories to share everyday moments in her life that many can relate to, like making pasta for her birthday, going to bed before midnight on New Year's Eve, going fishing, and accepting changes her body has gone through as a result of motherhood. The fact that audiences can identify with her makes them more likely to have attitudes that are consistent with her perspective. Now, let's talk about how the video transports us by providing vivid details. Not only do we actually see videos and pictures of the characters and places they hold sacred, we also get to hear from them. Emma and Jade say, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Sam says, it needs to stop somewhere. Finally, Maren speaks herself. She reads a letter she's written to her baby Hayes. Suddenly, audiences are drawn into intimate details she's sharing about her relationship with herself and with her son. The more audiences are swept away by the narrative, the less likely they are to counter-argue. The more enhanced the imagery is, the more susceptible they are to be influenced by the message. The music video doesn't just tell a story, though. It also entertains and educates. Entertainment education is defined as media purposefully designed to educate and influence behavior. Entertainment education has been proven to have both direct and indirect effects on viewers. In addition, the music video features many messages that fall within or on the edge of most people's latitude of acceptance, promoting values like doing the right thing, kindness, empathy, and curiosity. What is latitude of acceptance and where does it come from? If something is within someone's latitude of acceptance, that means it's a position that a person feels is acceptable. The latitude of acceptance is one of 3 areas on the spectrum according to social judgment theory, a theory proposing that messages can produce attitude change via the process and effects of judgment. Because Maren's message in the song is built on these themes and built on itself, she's more likely to get them to convert to her opinion. She first asked if we can leave this world better than we found it, before she leads up to a more poignant question, when the wolves at the door are covered in blue, shouldn't we try something new? Because she's already led with a widely accepted concept, she's more likely to have an impact. If Maren's desire to use Better Than We Found It to persuade wasn't made clear enough by the song's lyrics, the timing of her message, or the story shared, the last frame of the music video makes her intentions abundantly clear. She wants people to go out and vote in the 2020 presidential election. Though it's hard to measure the impact that she's had or how many listeners she actually drove to the polls, it's obvious she's committed to sharing her viewpoints and other stories because she's committed to rallying audiences to use their voice to make change. Thank you.